So, Kwesi, the issue really is that quite remarkable. The central bank and the Ministry of Finance are fully aware, and they've been aware for over 4 years, of companies that are insolvent. And you heard the names. Some of them are even state-owned. And they are insolvent. They know that they are insolvent. The law requires that they revoke their licenses. However, they haven't revoked their licenses. And so those who have been there already have their funds locked up. And these institutions also continue to do business because their licenses are intact. And the repercussions and all that are what Dr. Duan and Nientries told us. But the key thing is that whatever we did in 2019 is not over. We have not done it. There's still a lot of mess. We haven't cleaned up the sector. And as I raised it with him, I mean, we had problems with the initial people at the Bank of Ghana. But today, we also are aware that the Bank of Ghana knows that this is the situation. However, it says that because of the example set in 2019, if I step in, there will be this demand. So although I know that there's insolvency, I won't step in.
All right, I think that the problem is far more complicated than the way it has been simplified. And we're talking generally about the health of the national economy. That's what we are talking about. We're talking about a situation in which not just the financial institutions, but we are broke. You understand? We are completely broke. Some have even suggested that we've reached the level of bankruptcy, and that's what it is. Now, the full implication of what is happening is that government is not able to borrow, from the public because the ability to pay is simply not there, to repay when these things happen is simply not there. I mean, we are just bankrupt. That's the situation. The Bank of Ghana is required to make arrangements to ensure that when financial institutions go under, the licenses are revoked, and that out of those arrangements which have been made, those who have made deposits, can be repaid. As it is, it's clear that the Bank of Ghana cannot find the funds, to repay those who have made these investments. So, what arrangement did the Bank of Ghana make, from the very beginning to ensure that if these financial institutions go under, those who, on the basis of the licensing of the institutions by the Bank of Ghana, had confidence in the institutions, will get their money back? That's one of the questions, which is being posed. But, I mean, the doctor you interviewed, makes it quite clear that all claims that you have turned the corner and so on, all claims that the economy is improved significantly and so on are false. And I completely agree with him. Because you cannot have this kind of situation and be talking about a healthy financial sector. You cannot have this situation and be talking about significant improvement in the state of the economy. We are in very, very serious crisis, serious national crisis. The financial sector is in very serious crisis. For me, the other question which needs to be posed is that which are the other institutions which are in crisis? Are there other institutions which are in crisis? And recently we've been hearing all kinds of stories about banks which are likely to go down or have gone down, and we are not being told the full story. Which are these banking institutions which have gone down or about to go down? And if this is happening with the institutions which have already been listed, what then would happen to the banks which are likely to go under or have gone under and are being protected? Not enough information is being made available to us. So this is the crisis that we are in. And I believe that the way out is a complete overhaul of the national economy, complete, total overhaul of the national economy. especially the financial sector of the national economy. And if you don't do that, we'll be beating about the bush, and these problems will keep recurring. In 2019, the problem began, or at least we saw the problem manifest, somehow in 2019. It appears that in 2024, the situation is getting worse, and it could still continue to get worse if there's not a total revamping of the national economy.